up, our next guest has been, I want to get this all right, she's an advocate and speaker in New York City. She hasn't owned a trash can in over a year, and she has been featured in the New York Times and on NBC. Please give it up for Amanda Lindner.
We're just producing so much more of everything. Like, New York City alone produces 12,000 tons of trash every day. Every day. Like, it's crazy.
How do you buy food? I mean, my wife and I have been trying for months to buy bread without plastic. When I was a kid, bread came wrapped in paper, and some companies even sold it in boxes. But, you know, everything is in plastic these days.
It is not necessarily easy, and everything depends on access and how much privilege you have in having access to those things. And then you open up and it was a refrigerator. And I was like, not me, no. So like first reduce, then reuse, just keep reusing it, and then as a last resort, recycle. So I really try and encourage people to do recycling as a plan C.
And I don't understand why people don't just use wax paper.
I'm quite lucky in comparison to a lot of people. And I know that because I was one of those people. I can go to the farmer's market every Saturday and I can compost my own food scraps in my freezer and then bring it down to the compost collection every week. I don't need a car to be able to travel to a suitable grocery store to buy food, and because I recognize that, I feel that it is my obligation to do so.
So they're really excellent at breaking down food, and they work really hard. They do the job well.
I mainly shop at just farmers markets and at my local food co-op. I shop in like bulk bins for things like pantry staples like rice, beans, nuts, dried fruit, and things like that. I have walked into grocery stores and there are like cucumbers that are individually wrapped in plastic. And it just blows my mind because none of these things need packaging, and it's causing such a huge amount of waste on top of the food waste that's created from those products that aren't sold.
I don't think I need a sweet potato that big, but if you wanted a sweet potato that big, you can get a sweet potato that big. Can I get a baguette? Can I just get it in here though?
Regular baguette?
Yeah, regular baguette.
You want me to break it?
Just in this.
Just in this, right?
Yeah. Thank you. Perfect.
Won't fit.
It's fine. That's perfect. Thank you.
It's not about perfection. It's not about keeping all your trash in a jar. It's not about that. It is about doing whatever you can, whenever you can, however you can, to have the least negative impact on the world around you as possible. I don't want to think that, because I live this way, that this is the right way, and I'm doing everything that is humanly possible, and everyone should just follow what I'm doing.
I don't know why, when all this discussion about plastic, why don't we do it from vegetables?
The jar isn't like a little trophy for myself. It is a way to help me visualize the waste that I've directly created.
But I have, that's recyclable, not compostable.
I've learned how to can things and pickle them and really start to change my food habits and food buying habits.
I'm put coconut oil on everything. Cheating boyfriend, put some coconut oil on it. Flat tire, coconut oil. Whatever you need, coconut oil does the job. This is just a concentrated shampoo bar, and I make my own conditioner as well with aloe vera and vegetable glycerin and some essential oils. This I got from the package free shop in Williamsburg, and then you can just compost this. And I also make my own toothpaste, coconut oil, baking soda, and a little bit of mint extract. The regular razor blades that you get, those are generally not recyclable because they're multiple materials. So it's usually metal and then at least 2, sometimes 3 different types of plastics. So those aren't recyclable at all because you would have to separate each kind of plastic and each kind of metal in order to recycle it, which is not going to happen when you just put it in the recycling bin. So those all go into landfill. But these, because they're just metal, these are recyclable. And I've just been collecting mine in here. So when I do put it in the recycling bin, it doesn't harm anyone. If it's just like, I don't know, cookies or something, I'll probably just reuse the paper. This is a little oily, so I'll probably rinse it and then compost it. This one I got from the 4th Street Food Co-op. You don't have to be a member there to shop there. And you can just bring your own container and get the tofu there. The stickers all go in my jar. These are plastic stickers, so they can't be recycled. The paper ones can be. It's very hard to get people to do the zero waste part because it takes not shopping at like Zaytuna down the street, which is real.
It means it means like you grab a bag of carrots and whatever, and maybe make your own hummus or something. I don't know what you do for snack time.
I started composting again because of you, and just like way more cognizant, and also like you bring it. You have done a lot of work and putting a lot of effort into bringing people together around important issues.
I wasn't even sure that I could do for 50 days, and I ended up doing it now entirely for a full year, where I have not sent a single thing to landfill. And all of that started because I had support and because I had inspiration from all of you.
I think I'd cry from happiness.
Really? Is it good?
It's so good.
It's so
Man,
good.
it's
I'm
great.
so happy.
This is what I needed.
Sorry I started
Really?
eating right
I'm
now, but
so glad that it's good and that you like it.
And I also needed some sugar.
Mhm.
The 14th Street Whole Foods has sugar in bulk, but the
But not
Chelsea
sour.
one does not.
Yes, it is amazing to me, like how many stores I have to go to actually get all the items I need is extraordinarily time consuming. As long as it costs either the same or more to create an item from a recycled package than it does to create a new item, we will just continue creating like virgin items.
there's so many things to care about, and you know, the planet's one of them, like how we treat animals, how we treat ourselves. And if this country, right, like let's say nothing came in plastic anymore, and like what that would do for us, right? And like what that would do for the ocean and like our like, but like people have to want to care enough to make that change.
Yeah.
It's not that they can't, it's that they won't.
If we know that up to statistics vary, but some stats show like up to 52% of greenhouse gases coming from animal agriculture. Like to me, like like the fact that it's not a part of the Green New Deal is like mind blowing, and like I feel really strongly about advocating for it to be put in. Like we need people to consume less animal products.
Do you want to be remembered for the life that you led here on Earth, or for the trash and for the damage that you left behind? The choices that we make with what we buy and what we wear and what we eat, that those are all choices that have impacts that are far greater than ourselves.